Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reaction. Today I am reacting to another George Carlin video, and this is his view on the Ten Commandments. And I'm not gonna lie, with George Carlin, that I've noticed a trend in his videos. It is the case that, like, if it's a 10-minute video, the first 4 or 5 minutes it's the case that it's funny and I'm laughing and that, and then the last 5 minutes it's just the case that I'm sitting there and I'm watching fixated. I've got nothing to say. I'm just watching and listening to what he has to say and just thinking, he's right. He's right. So I'm thinking this may follow the same trend. It may not. I may laugh all the way through. I may sit there and just listen all the way through, and the reaction is no, because I'm just so hyper focused on what he has to say. But I'm looking forward to this. If you do like it, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if there is anything you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below. And my voice sounds different. I've got really bad reflux today. I'm getting old, basically. I'm getting really old, so I need to go and drink some milk soon. But hopefully I can get through this without... Like, we'll see. But anyway, I hope you enjoy.
Well, folks, here's something else I got a problem with. The 10 Commandments. Here's my problem. Why are there 10? You don't need 10. I think the list of commandments was deliberately and artificially inflated to get it up to 10. It's a padded list. Here's what they did. About 5,000 years ago, a bunch of religious and political hustlers got together to try to figure out how to control people, how to keep them in line. They knew people were basically stupid and would believe anything they were told, so they announced that God had given them some commandments. Up on a mountain, when no one was around, God had given them the 10 Commandments. But let me ask you this. When they were sitting around making this shit up, why did they pick 10? Why 10? Why not 9 or 11? I'll tell you why. Because 10 sounds official. 10 sounds important. They knew if it was 11, people wouldn't take it seriously. Say, what, are you kidding me? The 11 Commandments? Get the fuck out of here. But 10...
I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I've watched these videos before and I don't know the Ten Commandments. That I'm not a very religious person, so usually, like, if people ask me if it's a form, I'll just type in I'll like fill in Christian, because that's, I was raised as a Christian but not raised religiously, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know the Ten Commandments. I'm hoping he tells me, and then I'll learn them.
10 sounds important. 10 is the basis for the decimal system. It's a decade. It's a psychologically satisfying number. The top 10, the 10 most wanted, the 10 best dressed. So having 10 commandments was really a marketing decision.
Basically, sounds that way, doesn't it?
To me, it's clearly a bullshit list. It's a political document artificially inflated to sell better. I'm going to show you how you could reduce the number of commandments and come up with a list that's a little more workable and logical. We're going to start with the first 3, and I'll use the Roman Catholic version because those are the ones I was taught as a little boy. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath. Right off the bat, the first 3, pure bullshit. Sabbath day, Lord's name, strange gods. Spooky language. Spooky language. Designed to scare and control primitive people. In no way does superstitious nonsense like this apply to the lives of intelligent, civilized humans in the 21st century. You throw out the first 3 commandments, you're down to 7. Next, honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. They should be based on the parent's performance. Parents' performance. All right?
That's true. The thing is that I respect my mum and dad for, like, for everything, like, for the way I was brought up. I wasn't brought up with anything, basically. Like, we didn't really have much growing up, but it was the case that we had the bare necessities. Like, I had a roof over my head, I had food in my stomach, I had clothes on my back, I got an education, I got to go on holiday once a year. I got the basics, like, and every now and then things would crop up, and, like, yeah, we'll get a little treat and things like that. But I respect my parents for the way that I was brought up. They didn't have many tools to bring me up, and like I learned from that, and it made me the person that I wanted to become when I left school. I didn't want to struggle. I wanted to go out. I wanted to earn money, and that's what I'd done. And it's the case now that I'm noticing a lot of the ways that I was brought up, I'm now putting on to my daughter, and like I'm trying to bring her up in the same way, even though she has a lot more than what I had as a kid, like possession wise, but in terms of the principles and everything, I'm trying to bring her up in the same way that I was brought up. And I'm hoping that when she gets older, she'll look at me, and there's times when I can be strict and there's times when I'll have to tell her no or whatever, but I'm hoping that she grows up to respect me. And at the moment, she's just a daddy's girl anyway, where like if I leave a room, she's like, where's my dad gone? Where's my dad gone? Where's my dad gone? And so, yeah, but I'm just hoping she grows up to respect me in the way that I respect my parents. But on the other hand, I know a lot of parents that treated their kids like absolute shite growing up. So for them kids that grow up and think, I ain't going to respect my parents, I don't blame you that your parents didn't do a good job, basically. So you shouldn't respect them for them not wanting to really give a crap about you. So yeah, that's not really a commandment you can follow, because every situation is different.
Some parents deserve respect, most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6. Now, in the interest of logic, something religion is very uncomfortable with, we're going to jump around the list a little bit. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Stealing and lying. Well, actually, these two both prohibit the same kind of behavior. Dishonesty, stealing, and lying. So you don't need 2 of them. Instead, you combine them and you call it thou shalt not be dishonest. And suddenly, you're down to 5. And as long as we're combining, I have 2 others that belong together. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Once again, these 2 prohibit the same kind of behavior. In this case, marital infidelity. The difference is coveting takes place in the mind, and I don't think you should outlaw fantasizing about someone else's wife. Otherwise, what's a guy going to think about when he's waxing his carrot?
That's a new one. Going away from the 10 Commandments there. When a man's waxing his carrot. I've never heard that. In the UK, we call it spanking the monkey. I have no idea why. Yeah, we spank the monkey. Apparently, you wax the carrot. I don't know.
Marital fidelity is a good idea, so we're going to keep the idea and call this one, thou shalt not be unfaithful. And suddenly, we're down to 4. But when you think about it, honesty and fidelity are really part of the same overall value. So in truth, you could combine the 2 honesty commandments with the 2 fidelity commandments and give them simpler language, positive language instead of negative, and call the whole thing, thou shalt always be honest and faithful. And we're down to 3. Thou shalt, they're going away fast. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. This one is just plain fucking stupid. Coveting your neighbor's goods is what keeps the economy going. Am I right? Your neighbor gets a vibrator that plays "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." You want to get one too. Coveting creates jobs. Leave it alone. You throw out coveting and you're down to 2 now. The big honesty and fidelity commandment, and the one we haven't talked about yet, thou shalt not kill. Murder. The 5th commandment. But when you think about it, religion has never really had a big problem with murder. Not really. More people have been killed in the name of God than for any other reason. All you have to do...
Makes a point.
All you have to do is look at Northern Ireland, the Middle East, Kashmir, the Inquisition, the Crusades, and the World Trade Center to see how seriously the religious folks take thou shalt not kill. The more devout they are, the more they see murder as being negotiable. It's negotiable. You know? It depends. It depends on who's doing the killing and who's getting killed. So, with all of this in mind, I leave you with my revised list of the 2 commandments. Thou shalt always be honest and faithful to the provider of thy nookie. And thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone, unless, of course, they pray to a different invisible man from the one you pray to. 2 was all you need, Moses could have carried him down the hill in his fucking pocket. And if they had a list like that, I wouldn't mind those folks in Alabama putting it up on the courthouse wall. As long as they included one additional commandment, thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know what? Honestly, and it's like I said at the beginning of this video, and I don't know what's going on here, but I hear music in the background, and YouTube's been blocking some of my videos, so I don't really want them to block this. So I'm gonna stop the video here, and he is right that with the Ten Commandments that it seems like a marketing gimmick. It probably wasn't at the beginning when they was made, but it's just the way it comes across, because you can boil it all down to the two commandments. Be honest, don't kill. Basically, that. Be honest, don't kill. Be honest to everyone around you and don't kill them. That's basically like the Ten Commandments rolled into two. But yeah, like I said, with George Carlin, there's something about him that he speaks his mind. He speaks his truth in his mind, but it resonates so much to me as a viewer. And like, this is the second one that I've done that now. You got the Ten Commandments. I've reacted to religion is bullshit. Then I've reacted to another one which was saving the planet. And there's different ones that I'm reacting to now. And each and every single one that I watch of him makes me want to watch more. And pretty soon there will be a compilation coming, because I want to react to some of his audio only. And one of my subscribers gave me a long list of just some that are audio only, so there's no video to it, and some of them may only be a couple of minutes long. They're on it from LPs and things like that, but I want to do a compilation of them, because I should imagine there's so much more on there to listen to than what you'd get from the stand-up shows. But I'm rambling on. I really enjoyed this. I do enjoy watching him so much. From all of the comedians that I've found since starting this channel that I've never heard of before, he is probably one that every time I watch him, sorry, that reflux is coming back. Every time I watch him, I just want to watch more and more and more. And I'm trying to space them out. I don't want to do too many in a row. That like I could sit here and I could react to him for hours. But at the same time, if I do too many in a row, then I'm going to find that I'm sitting here just quietly watching, and I'm not going to be pausing it as much and talking as much and things like that. So I'm trying to spread them out. But yeah, again, I'm rambling. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this. If there is anything else you want me to react to, if there's any specific George Carlin like stand-up bits that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below, or just say hello in the comments down below. I reply to all of them. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does help the channel out a lot, and we are growing steadily growing. So we're getting there. But I hope you enjoyed this. Until the next video, take it easy, be safe, toodles.